WIXY1260, the heart and soul of rock and roll. The Doobie Brothers from 1973, and Jesus is just all right.
WIXY Golden 1260.
This group came from Los Angeles, not Boston, Massachusetts. The Standells and Dirty Water.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
Dirty Water too. Standells, WIXY 1260 Super Oldie from 1966.
He's an in guy.
It's Ray King
On WIXY 1260 Super Radio.
It's 4:14 on WIXY1260. Today's a special day. Today, my granddaughter Marissa is sweet 16. And we also have a second birthday greeting going out to Dina on Facebook, who also has a birthday today. Happy birthday, ladies. Here's the Underground Sunshine from 1969. A one-hit wonder from 1969. That's the Underground Sunshine with birthday going out to my granddaughter Marissa, who is sweet 16 today, as well as Dina, who's I think a little bit more than sweet 16, but she's a good friend on Facebook. Dina, happy birthday. This is Ray King on WIXY 1260 with my very special guest, Jumpin Joe Madigan, who runs a radio show every week on WJCU in University Heights, Ohio, called Retro Radio. Joe, tell us exactly what you do on Retro Radio.
Essentially, what I'm doing right now, trying to recreate WIXY 1260, but I also feature WHK. A lot of you remember WHK. There's WKYC, and before they were known as KYC, they were KYW.
Right.
And sometimes a radio station that was #1 in Cleveland. A radio station that wasn't from Cleveland, CKLW.
Yeah, my station.
Yeah, so I featured that one as well. So I've been doing it for about 10 years now. I'm on every Saturday afternoon from 3 to 5:30 p.m. on 88.7 WJCU and worldwide on the web too at WJCU.org. And some of my friends from Retro Radio Land are listening today. Chuck and Shaker Square and Sander from Hudson, Ohio. Thank you very much for checking out the Ray King and Jumpin Joe Madigan show today on WIXY1260online.com. It's great to hear from you.
It's been a pleasure having you today, and we're going to rock and roll till 7 o'clock tonight on WIXY 1260 online, where we play 4,000 songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is WIXY.
With WIXY 1260.
Got a request going out to Chuck and Shaker Square. Come on, my friend, get on up and do the Freddy with Freddie and the Dreamers.
Happy feet dancing to the beat.
You kick your legs up and you swivel your arms around and do a dippity-doo, Scooby-Doo 360 and a couple twizzles there. Or maybe those are the ice skaters or the snowboarders, whatever the case may be. I have no idea how to do the Freddy. Maybe you can teach me sometime. That one's going up to Chuck and Shaker Square. Thank you, Chuck, for listening today on WIXY 1260.
Let's get with it, a go, go, go. Swinging WIXY Radio. WIXY 1260. Super Radio.
21 minutes past 4 o'clock on the Ray King Show with Jumpin Joe Madigan and the Fifth Dimension from 67. WIXY 1260, the way you remember radio. The Fifth Dimension right there from the spring of 1967. That was their first big hit. Go where you want to go. It's 4:24 on the Ray King Show from WIXY 1260.
And now,
WIXY 1260 Super Oldie.
Gonna go back to 1967 for this one. I love this record. Top 10 on WIXY 1260. The Merry-Go-Round and Live. I never get sick of that song, friends. I can play that one over and over and over and over again. I'll love it every time I hear it. That's the Merry-Go-Round and Live on WIXY 1260 at 427 in the Rock and Roll City.
WIXY 1260.
hi, my name is Chip Hobart, and I was one of the WIXY 1260 Supermen in the 70s, and I'm happy this great format is back online. WIXY 1260.
It's Lighthouse with Pretty Lady from 73.
I see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Ray King Show with special guest Jumpin Joe Madigan.
WIXY Cleveland.
4:30 in the Rock and Roll City. Here's Stevie Wonder doing some Beatles for you now.
Try to see things my way. You can live more than still think that it's alright.
WIXY 1260 super early from 1971. Stevie Wonder doing the Beatles. Wicked, work it out. It's 4:33 in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm Jumpin Joe Madigan with you along with Ray King on a Friday afternoon. Feeling good? And I want you to feel good too with your request at 216-744-WIXY. That's 216-744-9499.
Ray King, Ray King, Ray King.
Taking you back to 1974 on the Ray King Show with Jumpin Joe Madigan till 7 o'clock tonight. Aretha Franklin on WIXY. WIXY 1260, the way radio is meant to be. Aretha Franklin right there from 1974, Until You Come Back to Me. It's 4:37 on the heart and soul of rock and roll, WIXY 1260 with Ray King and Jumpin Joe.
Hey, good people, you're a gas, you're a massive class. On 1260 WIXY Radio.
And we are taking your request too. Got a request going out to Mike in Menor, Ohio. Thank you, Mike, for listening to the show today. Dave Clark, 5 bits and pieces. Come on, friends, and crank it up to 11.
I'm pieces, bits and pieces. Since you left me, I just said goodbye. Day and day is night.
Some British invasion by request. Dave Clark, 5 and bits and pieces at 4:39 and feeling fine in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm Jumpin Joe Madigan, your special guest DJ today on WIXY 1260. And we are taking a request, as I just mentioned just a moment ago, 216-744-WIXY. That's 216-744-9499, or by email at requests@WIXY1260online.com. Request@WIXY1260online.com. Come on, friends, I want to hear from you.
And now, another classic WIXY soundbite.
WIXY plays more music.
I want to hear that song. It's 4:41 on the Ray King Show with special guest DJ Jumpin Joe Madigan as we take you back to the fall of 1966 with Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. Double with a blue dress on and good golly, Miss Molly. Hit it. WIXY 1260, where the music comes to play. Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels right there from 1966, and Double with the blue dress on and good golly, Miss Molly. It's 4:44 at the heart and soul of rock and roll, WIXY 1260. You've got Ray King and Jumpin Joe Madigan, who's good at jumping, till 7 o'clock tonight.
Let's get with it, a go, go, go. Swinging WIXY Radio. WIXY 1260. Super Radio.
And I am Jumpin Joe Madigan here with Ray King today here on WIXY 1260. It's great to be here with you on a Friday afternoon at Cleveland, Ohio. Friends, the weekend's almost here. 5 o'clock. It's coming up in about 15 minutes. Hang in there. You're almost there to the weekend, baby. Got a request going out to Sandra down in Hudson, Ohio, who listens to me on Retro Radio every Saturday afternoon from 3 to 5:30 p.m. on 88.7 WJCU. Yes, here comes my baby. WIXY 1260 Super Early from 1967, the Tremolos, and Here Comes My Baby at 4:47 the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. Jumpin Joe Madigan with you, reminding you that the WIXY Triple Play is coming up here in just a few moments, and this hour we're going to feature the top 3 songs on the WIXY 60 survey from this day in 1968.
Hi, it's the Flash Phelps Funny Farm. Oh, who is the king of the radio? Oh, it's got to be our own Ray King here on WIXY 1260.
That's me. Going back to 1973, here's America on WIXY 1260. Nice tune. Tin Man. You've got Ray King and Jumpin Joe till 7 o'clock tonight.
Sometimes late when things are real.
WIXY 1260, a great place to be. That's America from 1972 with Tin Man at 4:52.
Stay with the go-go guys. Stay with the in-group. On 1260 WIXY Radio.
And I am Jumpin Joe Madigan, your go-go guy this afternoon on WIXY 1260. It is a pleasure to be here with you. Let's go back to 1966 with this one. Jacobson and Tansley, Dream With Me. Come on now and dream with me. Jacobson and Tansley, WIXY1260 Super Oldie from 1966 at 4:53 in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. We're going to go back to 1968 now for this WIXY Triple Play.
So far this hour, WIXY1260, Cleveland's more music station, has played 15 records. Here's even more music in this hour.
Here's a WIXY Triple Play. 3 together. Okay.
Here we go, part 1, 1910 Fruit Company from this day in 1968. Simon Says on WIXY.
You're looking fine, friends. Yes, indeed. You're looking fine.
Jump, Joe, jump.
Plant them high in the
He's
air,
jumping.
man.
Check the webcam. He's jumping.
I'm Jumpin Joe Madigan, and friends, I ain't got
Yes,
no
you
rhythm.
are.
You're in the middle of the WIXY Triple Play.
Slowing the pace down right now from 1968, pardon me. This is Dionne Warwick with the theme from the movie of the same name, Valley of the Dolls. On the hot one, WIXY1260 with Ray King and Jumpin' Joe.
Gotta get off,
Friends, you are in the middle of the WIXY Triple Play, the top 3 songs on the WIXY 60 survey from this day in 1968. The number 2 song on WIXY, Dionne Warwick and Valley of the Dolls.
WIXY Radio with the Triple Play.
This was the number 1 song on WIXY 1260 on this day in 1968. Paul Marriott and Love is Blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Ray King Show with special guest Jumpin' Joe Madigan.
WIXY Cleveland.
5 o'clock in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. Jumpin' Joe Madigan on the Ray King Show on WIXY 1260. Foot stomper and a half there from the Bob Seger system. WIXY 1260 Super Oldie from 1968. That's Ramblin' Gamblin' Man at 5:04 in the rock and roll city.
Cleveland's place for magic memories.
WIXY Radio.
This is Ernie Anderson, and you're rocking with America's best.
WIXY.
Cleveland, turn it on and pull the knob off.
Got that right. It's 5:05 at the Tower of Power, WIXY 1260. You've got Ray King and Jumpin' Joe Madigan on the heart and soul of rock and roll till 7 o'clock tonight. Then it's time for the Friday night Chicken Man House Party. WIXY 1260, where the hits come to play. That's Joe Jackson from 1982. And stepping out, it's 5:09 WIXY. Maxi Music Time with Ray King and Jumpin' Joe Madigan.
Keep on trucking. WIXY 1260.
And I am Jumpin' Joe Madigan. Got a WIXY 1260 Super Oldie from 1972 on for you now. And while we're spinning this one, I'll be taking your phone calls at 216-744-WIXY, 216-744-9499, or by email at request@WIXY1260online.com. Friends, I want to hear from you right now. Crank it up to 11. April Wine, you could have been a lady. Stuff right there from April Wine from 1972. You could have been a lady. April Wine. They hail from Halifax, Nova Scotia. They were on the Big Tree record label. You know the band Smokin' the Boys Room? Who did that song? That was Brownsville Station. They were all on the same label. And another group that was on that same label, Hot Chocolate. They had several hits in the late 70s. Yes, they had a lot of hits in the late 70s, mid-70s, but Hot Chocolate was the group that originally did that song. And there's your worthless fun fact of the day, courtesy of your friend, Jumpin' Joe Madigan.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, no problem at all.
On WIXY 1260, 1957 was a very good year.
5 Americans right now on WIXY 1260, where real radio still lives. On the King Show, I see the light. Ray King, Jumpin' Joe till 7 o'clock tonight.